What's happening, balls deepers? God, no, stupid. How's it going, balls deep squad? Ugh, no. Welcome back, everyone. Today we got us a new Black Clover chapter, and it dropped early. Once more, we got some nice Yami x Charlotte stuff in the chapter, as well as some other sweet content. So stick around, because we'll be going balls deep after this intro.
You don't fuck with neck, bro.
Okay, so before I talk about the real meat of the chapter, let's get the less important stuff out of the way. So, apparently, Asta has escaped punishment for the moment, and now he's under surveillance. This is one of those times where I'm thankful Asta is how he is, because Damnatio says that as soon as Asta is no longer useful to the kingdom, he's dead. But we all know that doesn't matter, because he'll always be useful, he will always be beneficial, and the kingdom will always need him. But, and this is just a theoretical question, what if Asta's trial carries on with him until he's like old and been the Wizard King for like a really long time? What if Damnatio, or possibly a successor at that point, keeps the case open and simply waits for Asta to stop being the mage he is? What if that's how the series will end, with Asta's execution? Tabata, please don't write this down, it's a horrible idea and I hope it doesn't happen. But what if? I don't know, I just thought that was a wild direction that the manga could very well go in. It's doubtful because of Black Clover's structure in the past, it never really stays on an arc for too long. Even the elf arc could have been way longer. I'm sure that by the end of this arc, Asta will be deemed innocent and he'll be free to come back to the Clover Kingdom, but that's just a theory. A balls deep theory! Yeah, I'll let myself out. After that, we got a surprising scene with Damnatio and Julius, and apparently Damnatio knows about Julius being all babyfied, which I honestly wasn't expecting, but Damnatio is cool with it and just talks with him almost like it didn't happen. Apparently, Julius is shouldering all the consequence for what happened in the last arc, and he's found a way to save Asta and make sure everyone is okay. Julius is best boy 2019, am I right? He has to be, because what he's doing is so selfless, and he seems happy to be able to. I'm so happy he hasn't changed at all. He's still as mature and as kind as he was as a 40-something-year-old man. He knows that the justice system is so messed up, and he's willing to do all he can to change it. But also, if things don't work out, Julius could be judged alongside Asta, so it's a risk to him as well. This shows how much faith he has in the little no-magic runt, and I love seeing this so much. After that, we get a nice touching little moment with Marks when he sees Julius alive again for the first time. He can't help but tear up, which shows just how much he really cared for the man, and it must have been an incredibly emotional moment for him, especially since he saw Julius get stabbed. He's also utterly confused and doesn't quite get how Julius turned into a pint-sized wizard, but he's willing to hear him out because all he cares about is that he's back and ready to stand up for the kingdom once again. Okay, now we can talk about it. Yami x Charlotte! This was just... oh my gosh! I cackled after reading this. I couldn't help it because it's just so out there and crazy, yet so Charlotte. It is gonna be so much fun to see how this turns out, and I honestly cannot wait. Okay, so Charlotte is finally awake and back to her old self again, yada yada yada, and Soul's all like, I'm sorry, I was useless for 60 chapters, and Charlotte's just like, Yami and I were so close, what am I gonna do? And then, because it had to happen, Yami teleports right in front of her with a basket of fruits, and Charlotte's just like, NANI? Yami's just being considerate and visiting the injured, being the nice guy we know he is, but he also wants to get some information about a forbidden technique. But before he could even ask her, she loses her freaking mind and goes absolutely nuts. Starts running uncontrollably with no idea where she's going, charges into a house, steals a baby, and runs across freaking water. It is hands down the funniest scene in the whole manga, nothing tops it, and I love it so much because we needed some light-hearted humor after the arc we just finished, as well as recent events in the manga. This was extremely necessary and I'm very thankful for it. Anyway, that's about all I've got to say about this week's chapter. Let us know what you thought of it and what you think will happen next week in the comments down below. And don't forget to smash like on this video. For more Black Clover content, be sure to subscribe if you haven't yet, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram as well. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye!